Okay. So, so gadgets and technology are a part of our life. They are indispensable. We need it for everything today, from shopping to studying to finishing our work. So, because of this advance, even socially connecting to people, and because of this advance in technology, many of the things that were very mundane and boring have become interesting. For even for kids to learn, there are colorful videos, so they can learn. Uh, with enjoyment, and it has become a fun learning kind of a thing. It is like there is an information revolution has occurred. So any information you want, you just click on your phone and you get all the information that you need. Also, it is um, a small magic device which like fits you in your hand. You can put it in the pocket whenever you need it, just remove it. It is so easily available, user friendly. All you have to do is click the button and it will be available. It is a supercomputer. So 15 years back or 20 years back, how we used to function without these gadgets. We didn't have smartphones then, but we did function. But today, if we have to think about not using a smartphone or our smart devices or various gadgets, we don't know how we will go about it. So, what was there when there were no gadgets or very few gadgets? Maybe there was a radio, that's all, nothing more than that. So, what did people do? How did people entertain themselves? They went outside. There was verbal and face to face communication. No chat jargons were there. More outdoor and family and friends. More outdoor activities were there. They used to more outings, more camping, and frequent visits to library. And suppose if we wanted to research something, we had to go to the library. We had to get the book. We had to find out where we can get the book and then our research. So it was a slow process. Also, when we wanted to communicate with anybody or we wanted to send some, apply for a job or send some uh, message, we had to write letters. We had to go and post it, we'll reach them, then we will get a reply. So it used to take time. Now there is very fast communication because of the gadgets. So life with gadgets, it is an advantage actually. Our work has become easier. You want anything and everything. You just click a button, YouTube is on. You want to learn to cook something, learn from a YouTube video. You want to learn playing a piano, you can do it from YouTube video. You want to find directions, just click on Google Maps. Now we can monitor our own health also by various health monitoring apps. Smart watches are available. Also, we have become very socially connected to each other. Now we don't have to go to a PCO booth or an STD booth to make a phone call. We just have to uh, WhatsApp call somebody. And there are, and we can also post our day-to-day activities or up what are we up to on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So the amount of people that we reach in this by YouTube or Facebook is very high. So we can reach out to a lot of number of people. Also, uh, Netflix, Amazon, Woot, etc., have been available. We can watch videos. You want to read a book, just you have to download a book online and it is available. You will not go out. You want to buy something, order it online. Even groceries come online and they deliver at home. Many times people use them as pacifiers for kids. We have some important work, kids are not listening to us. Okay, just give them a laptop or an iPad or a phone. Advantage is that we have faster speed of communication. All you have to do is WhatsApp somebody or email somebody and you will get instant reply. We don't have to wait for days together. So these are the various advantages of gadgets. It is an age of instant gratification. All you have to do is click button, immediate response, immediate answer, and instant gratification. So what has happened, because it is so easily available, the technology also is very easily available. So because of this, in the last decade, the use of smartphone has increased by 300%. and it is still increasing. Also during this pandemic, because of the pandemic, everybody is at home. So work is from home, schooling is from home, again screen time has increased. So a study was done in which it was shown that approximately 87% of people check their phones before going to sleep. How many of us have a habit of checking our phone immediately when we get up? I think almost everybody of us does that. So I think 70 to 80% of people check their phones within 5 minutes of waking up. Another study was done which showed that an average user, smartphone user, check their phone or their iPad or iPhone at least 63 times in a day. 86% of smartphone users who will check their phones, check their messages when you are sitting with family and friends. And this is a very annoying habit. It annoys the other person who is not checking the phone. And it is seen as rude. So when a person realizes that, okay, I am addicted to my phone or I am addicted to my gadget, they have tried to reduce the use. So there are 58% of people who have tried to limit this usage, of which 41% of them claim that they have succeeded. So let's talk about the Indian scenario. What has happened in India during these corona times? When everybody is at home, it is seen that the smartphone devices, electronic devices use has been increased up to 3 times. And the children spend around 2 and 5 hours a day on their favorite gadgets. So this study was done in the first 2 weeks of June. It was an online study. It was done in 30 major cities in India, including Jaipur, Jodhpur, Mumbai, and other major cities. It was reported that 65% of children have been already addicted to electronic devices, and 50% of them couldn't even stay away from the device for even half an hour. So when you're using a device, what are you spending your most time on? Which are the apps that are most downloaded, or which are the apps that people use more? So a study was done and it was shown that 89% of people spend their time on chat apps, messengers, and social networking sites like Instagram, Facebook. 50 to 60% spend their times on watching videos and music. 60% on maps, and another 60% on shopping. Okay, so as per the data, this data, overall worldwide downloads per apps is around more than 200 million people have downloaded WhatsApp here and Messenger. So social connectivity is through WhatsApp and Messenger. So this shows that virtual socialization has increased during this pandemic also, and even before pandemic. So Facebook, Instagram, uploading the status. So these are the main. Then come YouTube. So there are types of gadget users. One are the watchers, the other second is social interactors, and the third is players who get addicted to video games. So how does this gadget addiction happen? See, we use gadgets for our use. It is a good form of entertainment. It keeps us busy. It also helps us in our day-to-day life, and other ways also it helps us. So how do we get addicted to something which is so useful to us, and yet if we spend the whole day with it doing something on the gadget, it harms us? So it results in addiction. So why does this addiction occur? It occurs because of the hook model. Now the people who are making this hook, are making the apps, they are aware of this hook model. Why somebody will get addicted? Because they want you to spend more time on their app. Facebook wants you to spend more time on Facebook. They don't want you to leave. YouTube wants you to spend more time on YouTube. Have you ever experienced that you have searched something on Google or Facebook or YouTube? So they keep giving you notifications about the topics related to similar topics, ads about it, or other videos or other updates on the same topics. So this is called the trigger. So this trigger can be internal or external. The internal trigger is because of boredom. You don't know what to do. You're sitting at home doing nothing. You don't know what to do. You pick up the phone and you start clicking. External trigger is the notifications which we get from the app itself. So when you have a trigger, you press a button and there is an action. Probably on Instagram or Facebook, you have uploaded a post. And in this action, people have seen your action. And because of this action, you have, say, 10 likes, 20 comments, 10 shares. Okay. And you feel good about that, okay, people are liking, people are appreciating what I'm posting. So this is your reward. So because you feel good about it, you will invest more time in it. You want to have more reward. And like I said before, the apps will keep sending you notifications. And again, you will get triggered and you are hooked. What happens is that, and the scary part is the app makers know this. So they use this artificial intelligence to keep you hooked to it, hooked to the website, to virtual rewards. And these app makers, they are so smart that they want to make it so user friendly that it is easier even for a 1.5 year old child to access the contents very easily. Okay, so when you're getting this reward, what is happening in the brain? You're on social media, you've posted, you've commented, you've shared, you're waiting for a reaction, you get reactions and there are rewards. But at this time, what is happening in the brain? Which part of the brain is active when you are getting these rewards? It is called the reward center. This reward center works on one neurotransmitter or a chemical which is called dopamine. So when I have posted something for the first time, suppose I get a high, I get a reward, I feel good about myself. But after some time, this high comes back to normal level. Then again, if I want this, I will again get a high. So I have learned that if I reply to somebody's comments, or if I like somebody else's video, or I share somebody's video, they will be also likely to share my video. So I am again spending or investing more time in that app, and I'm getting this high. But slowly what happens is you are getting 10 likes, 10 comments, but it is not enough. Your brain is not getting the similar high. So to achieve this again high, you post more. But that high is not coming, only this much high you're getting out of it. So this is called being tolerant to the effect. So since you're tolerant to effect, you want this high, so you spend more time on it. So since you're spending more time on it, what is happening? You are not getting as much high as you want. You are investing more time. So much so that you are ignoring your daily activities. You're ignoring your daily responsibilities. You are not sleeping. You are not doing your work. You are not doing your homework. And all the time you're on the phone. This causes addiction. And this affects various physical and mental aspects. And you are said to be addicted to the gadget. So, how does gadget addiction help? Or what does gadget addiction do? So first, let's see what is gadget addiction. Gadget addiction is the use or abuse of gadgets to the extent that it starts to negatively influence our health and life as a whole. So everybody is affected, but mostly those who are more affected are teenagers and the children. Why? Because they have a curious mind. They want to know what is new, what is next, and their minds are also developing. So since their minds are developing, the changes that happen in the brain because of gadget addiction are serious, and they could be long-lasting effects also. So what are the physical effects of gadgets? So first, you are all the time on the gadget. You are looking at it all the time. So there is a strain on your eyes. So when you are looking at the gadgets, there is a strain on your eyes. The blink rate of our eyes is less. So we blink less. When we blink less means our our eyes become dry and get irritable. Again, that is not good for us. Again, we are hearing, those who hear through the earphone inside the ears with very high volumes, they develop hearing difficulties. We are looking down at the phone all the time. So this puts weight on our neck and spine muscles and upper back muscles. This causes back issues, spine issues, neck problems. There is fatigue and tiredness. And this is also a form of stress. A study has shown that the screen has 10 times more bacteria than in the bathroom. So it is advisable to at least clean your screen with spirit or hand sanitizer at least twice a day. So what are the mental health effects of a gadget? So have you ever wondered, or have you ever noticed what happens to you when you misplace your phone? You cannot find your phone, even at home. Sometimes you've kept it in your bedroom and you're searching everywhere and you don't know where it is. What happens? A study was done, and it was seen that 73% of the people, they panicked, and few people got desperate about as to where is my phone. So this being panic when you misplace your phone is called nomophobia. The other thing is your sleep gets affected because the screen is sending out blue light. Blue light from the screen is equivalent to sunlight. So the screen is fooling the mind or your brain that it is daytime. So when it is daytime, why will your brain want to sleep? It will not sleep. Also, if you've not touched your phone for a long time, you feel that, okay, I have missed some important news or I have missed some important social interaction. So there is fear of missing out. It causes, because you are on the phone all the time for 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, all the time, you are isolated. And humans are social beings. So if you're isolated and all you are in connection with the virtual friends or virtual people, this causes feelings of loneliness, sadness. You are not getting the comments or replies or shares that you want. People are not available to help you. So this causes depression and anxiety also. Now, also when you're continuously on the phone, your attention span decreases. You're not able to concentrate. And also on the phone, we are seeing so many body images which are picture perfect, which is not true. So this causes decreased self-esteem and body image issues. Also, when we are on the phone while we are typing or seeing a video, and we are driving or we are crossing the road, the phone, it is dangerous because while you're using the phone, your reaction time has shown to be increased. So therefore, people say, please do not use a phone when you're driving because your reaction time increases. So what else happens? Your mood changes. You become irritable. You become angry. Try taking a phone from a teenager. He's going to snap back at you. He or she is going to snap back at you. He is not going to like it. So these are the various emotional and mental health issues which occur because of excessive use of gadgets. Now, because it is so harmful for a developing brain, the American Academy of Pediatrics has come up with recommendations for how much screen time should be given to kids. Suppose if a child is 18 months and young.
Sorry for interrupting,
Hello.
Jankhana. Could
Yes,
you please?
yes. Okay. So as I was saying, American Academy of Pediatrics have given new recommendations for screen time for kids. So if your child is 18 months or younger, no screen time at all. If you need maybe a few seconds of video chat with friends and families, but if not needed, please don't do that. From 18 months to 2 years, they have said very little screen time, maybe 10 minutes. But that should not be a solo screen time. You have to watch with the kid and it has to be high quality educational videos. And you have to explain to the child what the child is watching. When the child becomes 2 to 5 years, you can show the screen to the child. Again, the child is not going to watch it by himself or herself. You have to watch with the child, and you have to ensure that the child is understanding what he or she is watching, and limit it to 30 minutes to 1 hour in a day. A child who's 6 years or older, it has to be, again, time limited. There's no time limit written on here, but I would recommend about 1 hour, maximum 1.5 hours. Please don't go beyond that. And you have to see that the child does other activities also, like has adequate sleep, exercise, and other extracurricular activities and behaviors. So, what was the treatment of gadget addiction? How will you prevent or self-treat or help yourselves to reduce gadget addiction? So first and foremost is to accept that, okay, I am watching my gadgets, I'm using my gadgets for a longer period of time. There is something wrong. I need to cut down on use. So first you have to realize that you're using it for a long time. And second is accepting that something is wrong and some changes have to be made. Changes are very easy, but the follow through is a little difficult. So what is it? For young kids, those who are small, 8 years, till 8 years, 10 years, probably we can control them a little better, you know. So a child doesn't know, when the child is born, the child doesn't know this is a phone. But the child sees us, using the phone. We tell them, okay, if we are watching something on the phone, we tell them, okay, just give me 5 minutes, let me just finish my show, then we will talk. So the child is like, okay, this must be something really nice because my mother or my father is watching this phone and it is fun for them. They're laughing, they're enjoying whatever they're doing. So it must be a nice device. So then the child starts exploring. So when you limit your own use, the children see us and they will try and limit their own use. So set a good example for them that you use your device only when you have work or only when there is something important. But apart from that, you will keep the phone away. Set limiting viewing times. If you tell the child that, okay, you can watch one show every day and that is it, 30 minutes to 1 hour, you will not continuously watch, the children do follow. Encourage them other activities, like art, craft, playing the keyboard, whatever they like.
We cannot hear you, Jankhana.
Ma'am, everyone has
You
muted
just,
your voice.
I guess. Could you please unmute yourself? Hello.
Okay, now can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, till when, where did you hear?
So you were talking
Okay.
about limiting the viewing times,
Art and craft.
30 minutes.
Art and craft, other activities, art and craft.
Okay, so spend time with your children. Give them what things that they will need for art, craft, or learning a new hobby like keyboard. Also, because the online schooling has started, take it as a positive because we always complain, I don't know what my child is doing in school. But this online schooling gives you an opportunity to know what your child is doing, what the school is doing. So you can connect with them through that. Also, create tech-free zones at home, meaning there will be no phones in the bedroom, no phone during mealtime. It's a little easier with the young kids, they kind of follow us also. What becomes difficult is for teenagers. It becomes very difficult for us to tell a teenager what to do because if we tell them no, that is what they're going to do more. So tell them that, you have to set a schedule for yourself. You have to set a routine for yourself. So once you're done with your school work or your college work, maybe you can use your phone. Yes, you need your phone to also, they will say, okay, I need my phone for knowing what the teacher has sent, the homework or the school work, or what are my friends discussing. We cannot tell them not to use it. They need to, this is how today's generation, the teenagers connect with each other. So if we take away the phone and if we tell them that, okay, don't use the app, it is not going to be good because everybody in their peers are using all these things. So set time limit, tell them, okay, I'm giving it to you, but you should not use your phone for entertainment purpose or, just for fun for more than an hour or so. Try and explaining them. But even after that, if they don't understand, then you have to show your parental authority and tell them, okay, look, I'm your parent, this is how it is and this is what it is, and you have to follow and be a positive example for them. Another good solution to teen cell phone addiction is to limit the internet data available. Now, ask them to use their mobile data, don't give them hotspot or switch off the internet. And it's a very good idea to monitor them through trackers. There are a lot of trackers available. There are third-party trackers also available, like Google Happy Family, where you can connect your children's phone with yours, and whatever they do, whatever app they download, you will get a notification. It is a very good app, can be used. Okay, now for everybody, for you, me, or for children and teenagers, make a schedule or routine of how their day is going to go. Set a family time which is free of gadget, like during meals, during driving, or during 1 hour when we are going to play a board game or something when everybody is at home. Media free zones like no phone in the bedroom. There are various apps available called screen timeout apps. You can put alarm on it, or you can set the time as per, there will be no phone after 7 p.m. or no phone after 8 p.m. in the night. But then the screen timeout apps is, again, it has your control. So after it has timed out after half an hour, refrain yourself from, switching off the phone, switching on the phone again. And you can convert your phone into shades of gray. Now, why is this important, these shades of gray? See, we humans like everything which is colorful, red color, pink color, blue color. So if it becomes gray, dark gray, light gray, all shades of gray, then it becomes less interesting for us. So we will spend less time on it. It is very easy. If you have an iPhone, you go on the settings and go in accessibility and choose grayscale. If you have an Android phone, now Android phones, they have some option in settings which have digital well-being. In that, you have to turn on the night mode. When you do that, your screen becomes gray. Everything in your phone will become gray. So this will help you not be attracted to your phone or the apps. Again, this you can control, so it is kind of a little bit of self-control on you. And teach our children about online responsibility. When I am a part of Facebook or Instagram, or I have an email for that matter, I am a netizen. We use this term netizen. So be a responsible netizen. Like how we are responsible citizens, we don't hurt others. Same way, we will not hurt others on the internet. We will not bully them. We will not shame them. We will not put them down. And also, like how we don't talk to strangers and tell about our address and other things about ourselves to strangers. Same way, we can tell our teenage children, that please do not put things about your personal life or what you are as your post or Instagram, because anybody can follow you and anybody can know your whereabouts. So it is not safe. So maybe this will sink in. And so these are the few ways you can try and reduce your digital addiction. But many times a person who is addicted to internet or online games or anything to do with the gadget means there is some underlying issue. They are trying to find a means or way to run away from those issues and concentrate on the gadgets. So they're diverting their issue, not treating it and concentrating on that. So those issues could be depression, some other form of addiction, anxiety issues, OCD, anything. So it is better to go and see a psychiatrist or a counselor. The main important take back message I feel is to maintain a balance between the use of a gadget. You need it, you use it. If you don't need it, when you don't need it, do not overextend the use of the gadget. Try and maintain a balance of it. Use gadgets to improve life quality and be mindful of not becoming a slave to the gadget. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Jankhana, for the wonderful presentation. Guys, if you have any query, we can proceed with it. Otherwise,
Yes,
we will
please.
close the session.
Yes, please.
Any queries, guys? No one has any query? So I
No
have one
questions?
query.
Okay.
I have one query.
Yes, please.
So I
Yes,
have a kid whose age is around like 17 months, and we spend some time together sketching something on, let's say, on a laptop. So how good it is? I mean, is it harmful? Shall I avoid it completely, or shall I limit the time, or how should I go
Why?
about it?
How are you sketching on the iPad? With a
With a
iPencil
pen?
or with the pen?
Yeah. So
I suggest
with
this. No, I suggest that first start with paper and crayons, because this
Mhm,
will improve his grip and fine motor skills rather than
mhm.
directly using on the iPad. Because when you use on the iPad, you don't apply so much pressure. But when you
Right.
use it with a pencil or a crayon, we start with the
Mhm.
crayon. So they will have strength in their fingers. They will have strength in the wrist and fine motor, fine muscles of the fingers. So if you want to do that, do it with paper and crayon. And like I said, below 18 months, please do not expose them to this.
Got it. Got it. That helps. Anyone else? Any query?
I posted one question on the chat.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so it looks like we all,
Yes, please tell us.
yes, so it looks like that we all care about our physical health, for example, diabetes, BP, and all that. And that we care
Yes.
widely. But what do you think? Why we are not thinking about mental health, the happiness factor widely?
See, we have to understand one thing, that mental illness is associated with a lot of stigma. Like if you tell somebody that you have depression, people don't understand. And maybe they won't be so open to help you because people are not aware. But this has changed also today, and people are becoming aware about mental health. They understand that mental health is equally important as our physical health. So now people have started approaching psychiatrists or started taking help. So when you do yoga also, or you do any form of exercise also, it indirectly helps your mental health also.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Anybody else has any questions?
I had my initial question was, is there
Yes.
any Indian government or Indian public health organization taking steps to do this?
Yes, there are a lot of helplines also available, and a lot of government hospitals also have psychiatry department for dealing with mental health issues. In Mumbai, one of the private organization has tied up with the government to take care of mental health issues arising during this pandemic. And they have, I think, treated 45,000 people. They have helped 45,000 people on the phone. It is a teleconsultation. In Mumbai, at least, I'm aware of.
Okay, that's great. Good to hear that.
Welcome. Any other queries? Any other questions?
Yeah, hi, Preeti here.
Yeah, hi Preeti, tell
Yeah,
me.
so I have one question. Like these days, depression is becoming very common problem with all of us. We have seen Sushant Rajput also before some time. Like young people are
Hmm.
committing suicide. So how can we
Hmm.
handle depression?
Okay, so first when like you all heard about Sushant Singh, okay, so you all were shocked. It is very shocking to hear that somebody you know or acquaintance or you've heard of has committed suicide. It is shocking for everybody. So when a person just one fine day doesn't get up and commit suicide, so he leaves various signs and behaviors from which you can catch that a person is may having some problem and may, is in danger of something. So, what are these signs that you can say that he is depressed all the time? He talks negative all the time. He has become withdrawn from everybody, or he is irritable or angry all the time. And he talks about things like, this world is a bad place. What is the purpose of life? It was better if I was dead. I want to quit my job. So all these things should be red flags to you. So when you have these red flags means there is something wrong with that person. So now you've understood that, okay, something is wrong with the person. So how will you help this person? First, you have to go and ask that person that what is wrong. Try and find out what he's telling you. And when he or she opens up to you, be very non-judgmental. Uh, don't give them advice. They don't want advice. They just want that somebody listens to them, somebody hears them. And don't tell them that, okay, you have it better than others, or you should be grateful that you have so much things, so many people don't have so much. Don't do that. Just be there, just listen to them. So when you are calm and you're listening to them, they also see that, okay, you are more interested in them and you understand the problem, and since you are calm, they also become calmer. Humans, we copy others behavior. So when somebody is calm, they also calm down a bit, and then ask them, that I've heard you, I understand your problem. Do you need any help? Are you seeing a psychiatrist? If not, then can I help you with it? Also, ask
Okay,
them.
ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
I understood this, but
Okay.
actually right now, as because of this pandemic also, lot of
Huh.
people are not able to get connected with their families, right? They are
Yes.
staying alone. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they're not able to visit their office and they're not having social life as such. And
Yes.
there
Yes.
also there is a like hesitation to opening up with friends and family during this.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
because of that, depression is happening if
Yes. Yes. So many people are getting depressed because of this social isolation. That is correct. And many people are getting depressed, or anxiety issues are happening because of a lot of uncertainties, because of lot of financial stresses and various other stresses. And suddenly you have become free also. You're sitting at home, you don't know what to do. So you're sitting free at home, and it results in, so how do you stop this loneliness, and how do you come out of it? So in this, you have to try and reconnect with your main important people in your life. Generally, there are very few: parents, siblings, one or two good friends. That's all. It's just four or five of them. So try and reconnect with them. Try and do video calling. Video calling is better than text chatting. So try and doing that. And if you're working from home, again, being isolated, working from home, again, you are isolated, you are lonely, you don't know what is happening with others at work. So it's a very good idea to have a buddy system, at workplace, your colleague or your supervisor. If you all are buddies, then you all both can, on a daily basis or maybe alternate days, you can check on each other, how much work you have done, have I done this, you can just connect to each other. This will give you a sense of belonging. But many times, like you said correctly, that the person may be depressed. Yes, so that they have to, or somebody has to connect them to a psychiatrist. Today, being Corona, people are doing video consultation. Many psychiatrists are doing video consultation. So you don't even have to get out of the house. Just press a button and a psychiatrist will be available to you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Any other questions? Anybody? Okay, there's one question you have, somebody has posted, that how to explain kids, especially teenagers, that we as adults have extra work on phone and have to use it for work, as they keep on comparing about we using it more. So yeah, so you can tell them that this is work. You can show it to them, and you can show them, okay, fine, I will do work, but my work is from 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, and that is the only time you spend on the phone. Like how they do, they have college work or school work, they will be spending this much time for college work and school work on the phone. So they do understand that. And one more question is there, that how to identify if a kid is addicted to gadget, any specific symptoms. Okay, if a child is addicted to gadgets or a smartphone, what happens is he is the focus reduces, the concentration of the child reduces, and when you take away the phone, he becomes very irritable, very angry. To such an extent, I had a case once that a teenager, a 17-year-old boy, who would watch videos for hours together, 15 hours in a day. So he's giving his exams. He didn't give because he didn't finish studying. When his parents took away his phone, he got very angry. He started breaking things. He even hit his mother in anger. So it goes to such an extent also. And because of this behavior, the parents actually took away the phone and locked it up. So what this guy did, he stole money from his parents, went out and bought a new phone. So we had to, start him with a lot of medications to bring him first calm his anger. So a lot of anger, irritation issues come out in children because of this. Any other questions?
Guys, any question?
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Uh, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, are introverts more likely to suffer from depression or anxiety or any mental disorder?
See, if your personality is an anxious personality, so that is your personality. It's not so that, okay, somebody who's an introvert will suffer depression. Especially in Corona, I have seen introverts are actually doing better. They don't have to go out. They don't have to deal with people. Sitting at home,
Exactly.
they can do their work and they're very happy. So, no, no.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
So Ashish has asked a question on the chat box. How to motivate myself on my own for the long time in challenging times and get out of it. So
Okay. So, yeah. So, what we can do is we can have a goal, a to-do list, that, okay, I want to motivate myself for this, A, B, C, D. But that's not enough. I want to motivate myself for maybe losing weight. Suppose if that is your goal, for example. So, how much you want to lose weight? Losing weight is very out there. Everybody wants to lose weight. But how much do you want to lose weight? Okay, I want to lose 10 kilos. Fine, 10 kilos. But in how much time? In 4 months, 5 months. So give that specific time. So when you have that specific time, say in 6 months, you're going to lose 10 kilos. So what you're going to do in 1 month's time? I'm going to lose maybe 1 kilo. in the first month. So how you're going to do that? So plan it out, make a plan. And when you achieve that plan, you put a tick, anyways, your brain recognizes it, it motivates you, it improves your confidence that, okay, you could do it. And also you look in the mirror, you look better. So that is a motivation enough. And when you write your goals down and when you see it is written, you can see it and you have written it by your hand. So it registers in your brain more. So this way they can, help themselves motivate. Also they can, ask for somebody to help them, to keep a track on their to-do list or their goal list.
Ashish, does that help?
Yeah, Dr. Jankhana, I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
please.
actually, I know one person whose age is maybe 20, 21 years, and that person is right
Okay.
now in acting little bit weirdly. I mean, I know him personally. What I observed that his
Okay.
parents are so much concerned about him because
Hello, you're muted.
yeah, sorry, yeah. So I'm saying that I know one person. That person is acting very weirdly with his parents. He's not talking to them for last 2 3 years maybe. I mean, he's meeting them, going home, everything, but he's not
Hmm.
interacting with them. Correct. Maybe if something is there, his mom is maybe giving him food, or his father is talking to him, but he from his side is not able to talk to them. And on the other side, he is a completely different personality when he is with his friends. Correct. At that time, he interacts
Okay.
with everybody. And once
Okay.
also, his father tried to take him to the some kind of a counselor or maybe psychiatrist, but he came out of that chamber, and he is not wanting anybody to come near himself. I mean, go through his what he's going through or something. He's not telling those things. So what shall we do in this kind of situation?
Okay, so see, this is very little different that he's not talking to his parents, but he's talking to his friends.
Hmm.
So there is something else also happening. And suppose his parents have taken him to a psychiatrist and he has not continued. So maybe as a friend, you may or some of his friends can take him or suggest him to, go to
Hmm.
a psychiatrist. Because on this, I cannot say that whether he's depressed or he is having paranoia or what is his problem. I cannot comment anything on this much history. Any
Hmm.
psychiatrist would want more detailed history and would want to speak with parents also. And if parents not available, at least with your friend.
But I mean, to take him to the psychiatrist is the first step, correct? He is not ready for that.
Yes.
So what is the solution for that?
And there you have to take him to a psychiatrist. There is no other solution. Now what you can do, you can tell him that, I am having a problem. So I am going to speak with a psychiatrist, but the psychiatrist wants to speak with my family, but I don't want my family to know. So is it okay if you will speak? Now see, it has become very easy to approach a
Hmm.
psychiatrist through video consultation. So,
Hmm.
just call a psychiatrist in front of him and tell him that, and I think the psychiatrist will agree with you, any psychiatrist, and will speak with them. And see, when we speak with somebody, we do understand what is actually happening with the person. Even if he does not reply, actually, it is also one of the symptoms that why he is
Hmm.
not replying to me, or why he's ignoring me, or why is he uncooperative with me. I do understand, and I do come to know that, okay, one, two, three, four, this is wrong with him.
Hmm.
So this will also help, you know.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
So, guys, we have reached to the end. We will be closing our session over here. Jankhana, thanks a lot for taking out time today and like helping us out with the session. I mean, it really helped us a lot. I'm sure like all the participants have.
you're
Nit-
muted, Mr. Nitin.
Nitin, you can unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry for that. So I hope everyone learned a lot today from this session, and thanks a lot for taking out taking out time today in the evening of Saturday. I mean, thank you for that, and we hope to see you again over here. And I hope like we will be having a lot of people over here who with a lot of questions which you can solve in later
Sure,
sessions.
sure,
Thanks a lot.
sure. Thank you for having me, Mr. Nitin and Mr. Jaideep. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jankhana.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, guys. Thanks.